picture a small boat with one person on board, drifting in high surf into a brick wall. A 42-foot sailboat with a couple and a dog have to abandon ship after their boat becomes fully engulfed with flames. A man falls off of a cruise ship 12 miles outside of Santa Barbara. These are just some of the calls that I responded to during my time at my project. Hello, my name is Captain Carson Shevitz. When I combine my two interests of business and the ocean, I envision what I want to do with my life: to own and operate an ocean-related business. For the past 3 weeks, I've been working with Channel Watch Marine, a maritime rescue and salvage company located in Ventura. When things get rough and lives and property are in danger, that's when Channel Watch Marine gets the call. Channel Watch Marine is a corporation owned and operated by Captain Paul Ammer. The company has a fleet of rescue boats which contain state-of-the-art communication and navigation electronics and carry with them equipment for any situation, including firefighting, dewatering, environmental protection, and dive equipment. Channel Watch Marine holds exclusive contracts for the territory spanning from Point Conception to Point Mugu, and responds and tows on behalf of Boat US, Boat Owners Association of the United States, and operates the company under the title of Towboat US Ventura. Boat US is an association similar to AAA. This business has serious responsibilities 24/7. Even if it's 3 a.m. or Christmas dinner, Channel Watch Marine has 15 minutes for the rescue boat to leave the dock. If your vessel breaks down at sea, Towboat US would go out and tow you back on behalf of Boat US. The towboat would arrive on scene, mitigate any issues, tow the disabled vessel back to the owner's choice, and that owner, if a Boat US member, would have to pay no out-of-pocket expenses. You see what I'm doing in this video, but Channel Watch Marine does so much more. This is one of the most common rescues that we do. During an emergency or non-emergency, when a boat breaks down, we will respond. If they are a Boat US member, they will get a free ride. If they are not, they have to pay Channel Watch Marine a hefty towing bill. I got to see how Channel Watch Marine interacts with their corporate office in Virginia, as well as our regional dispatch center in Los Angeles. My first day, we had swimmers in the water searching for a man who fell off of a cruise ship. My second day, the owner and I were racing down to the sailboat fire off of Malibu. Unfortunately, once in a while, Channel Watch Marine will be contracted to dispose of dead whales. Channel Watch Marine has a strong working relationship with the U.S. Coast Guard, Department of Homeland Security Investigation, U.S. Customs and Border Protection, and so many more federal agencies which operate in the area. This fishing vessel crashed into the breakwall of Ventura Harbor. During my project, I got to learn about international salvage laws and the environmental impact and the environmental protection behind this kind of incident. You can see some of our federal partners. We have the U.S. Park Service in the back, as well as the National Response Center, which deal with oil spills. They're stretching out a boom material to contain any kind of spill. This boat had giant 200-gallon tanks of gas on it. We got to this motorboat just in time before they went ashore on the island. And this small motorboat ran ashore in a protected marine zone in a national park. I was able to listen to hours of phone calls to coordinate the careful removal of this vessel without damaging the environment. The senior project perfectly combined all my interests to create 3 weeks of a project that I truly enjoyed. When we did not have a tow, I was able to spend time in the office learning about the business model, contracts, expenses, maritime law, billing, and communication. Some days I went out on the water all day, and some days I was in the office all day. As a captain, we see lots of dangerous situations and are trained to save lives. I've been in some bad situations before where I unnecessarily put my safety in harm's way. At Channel Watch Marine, I was able to see aspects of each and every corner of the company and build my professional skills. So next time, I'm able to act in the safest way to better assist those in danger. Thank you.
How do they determine whether towboat US is called to a scene or if the Coast Guard itself is dispatched?
So, great question. If it's an emergency, the U.S. Coast Guard will go out and handle. We will as well respond because we're just additional resources. So we will both go. If it's a non-emergency, the Coast Guard no longer handles them, so we'll automatically send them over to us. If they're a member, we will go out and tow them. If they're not a member, we'll work out a contract agreement and head out and tow them. We've even towed the U.S. Coast Guard before when they've needed help out at the Channel Islands. It happens, but most of the time, we'll both go. When we responded for that boat fire, we responded with Ventura County Fire, Malibu Sheriff, U.S. Coast Guard, as well as us.
It's your turn.
Travis?
What's that hefty towing fee?
So our normal day rates for a non-member with Boat US would be $250 an hour. That includes the time from when we leave the dock to the time that we get back to the dock. We have additional fees if it is at night, if we're operating in a small craft advisory. Your membership does not cover emergencies, so if we have to put out the fire on your boat, if we have to pull it up out of the water, you won't be covered. But for a normal tow, it would be about $250 an hour. Averaging on our tow is about $1,300 to $1,400 for a non-member.
Jim?
What does it cost you?
So the memberships are very reasonable. So it's $160. If you have a boat, go out and buy it. It pays off when that's a member. For the highest member, or highest level membership, it's $169. That will cover you unlimited for any towing that you might encounter. If your boat breaks down, we'll go out. If you run out of the gas, we'll come out, give you gas. Every night, 24/7, we got you.
Working there this summer?
I'm not. I was offered a job. I told the owner that I can stay on 24/7 if they need a hand. The things come up randomly. There was a car that went into the water a little bit ago off PCH that they responded for. They asked me to go, but I couldn't. But things randomly come up, and I said that I could help them out with that.
Good job. Oh, go ahead. Wait, we have
Shall we?
Cassidy.
Cassidy?
What sort of business stuff did you learn? You said
So, the company that I work for, Channel Watch Marine, we're contracted by Boat US. So, one, I got to learn his contracts, the kind of things inside of his contract, as well as the business for running the individual business management, different kind of insurance that they need, as well as working in between the business and the corporate offices. Those are just some businesses.
Did you find the guy that fell off the cruise ship?
No. Long story with that, we did not find him. I do not think he's okay. Thank you,
Last question,
So with that whale, what happens, we go out, hook up to them. In that case, we actually towed it back to Ventura Harbor so they can do research on it. And then we tow it 30 miles out, sometimes even farther, and let it go. The captains did tell me one time they accidentally drifted into Huntington Beach, that they did tow it out far enough. But we just tow it out where it won't be a hazard to navigation and it can safely decompose offshore.